Hi class, my name is Matt Diaz. I am originally from Massachusetts. Right now my hometown is I consider to be Baker City, Oregon, in lovely northeastern Oregon. So a life-changing event that happened in my life. When I was about 5 years into my salvation, my first son was born. It was 2011, and he had some complications during birth. At the same time, I found out my mother had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer and had not long to live. So this is my son's birthday was April 2nd. So we spent 5 days in the hospital. At the same time, my mom was in the hospital on the East Coast. Like I said, I was about 5 years into salvation. I couldn't really understand how this could be God's will for my life because, reading the scriptures, we're promised blessings and healing and everything good, that comes with being a child of God. So I had a lot of difficulty reconciling the two things. How can I be so blessed and go through this difficult time in my life where my firstborn son, who is now very healthy and about to be 7 in a few days, and then also dealing with my mother, who did eventually pass on to be with Jesus, but she was such an instrumental part of my faith, and a big reason for me giving my life to Jesus was something that she said to me, years before when I first got saved. But anyway, I had a real issue figuring out how I could be so blessed and go through this difficult time where my son and my mother were both hospitalized and essentially in ICU. Through a lot of prayer, a lot of fasting, I came to this realization, and it was something that one of my pastors at the time told me. We were living in San Diego, but one of my pastors said, in very specific words, he said, "Do you think that any of this is a surprise to God?" And that really changed my theology and how I felt about God and my relationships with my mother and my son at that point in my life. So knowing that none of this was a surprise to God, that he had already known that these things were going to happen, and he still let them happen. I know it sounds like I should be mad about it, and I was mad at the time, but after my pastor said that to me, it really gave me a sense of calm, knowing that God was still in control. No matter what happens in my life, no matter what surprises come, no matter what uncertainties of the future happen, that all I can worry about is my day-to-day relationship with God. And that even though sometimes life sucks, God is always in control, and he always loves us, and nothing ever changes that. So that was a life-changing event for me, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'm sorry I'm in my work clothes. Thank you very much. Bye.